We're not breaking in for the thrill of it. That's important. This isn't a dare, and it isn't something we're going to joke about later. This is reconnaissance. That's the word Cam uses, and it sticks. It makes it sound cleaner, more deliberate. We're not stealing anything, not yet. We're just checking what's left so someone else can decide if it's worth the risk. There's money in scrap if you know where to look, not the obvious stuff that goes fast, within weeks of a place shutting down. It's the systems nobody wants to deal with, the heavy things, the rooms that don't feel inviting, the parts of a building that were designed to be forgotten until something breaks. We travel light, that's part of it. No backpacks, no food, generally no water. These trips are supposed to be fast, in and out. We leave bottles on the bikes for the ride home. You don't plan to be inside long enough to need anything. We bring a camera, an old one, cheap, plastic, scratch screen, no connection to anything. Cam pulled it from his uncle's junk drawer. That's what we're supposed to use if we find something intact. Pictures only, no touching, proof without fingerprints. The Suncrest Motor Hotel sits in a part of town that was supposed to matter and never did. 6 lanes of road, half lit at night, a stretch of development that stalls every few years and then tries again under a new banner. Medical offices that never opened. The city keeps approving projects here because the map still says potential. The hotel closed 8 years ago. Not all at once, it thinned out. First the conference bookings, then the pool, then the restaurant. Cam found the paperwork online. Planning commission minutes, demolition approved in principle, then delayed in practice, ownership dispute, environmental review extension, administrative delay. 18 months minimum, probably longer. They're not paying security, Cam said, while we're staying behind and talking outside the strip mall, bikes leaned against the wall. There's no schedule. No one should be in there. No one's maintaining it. It's not even on a list right now. The place is completely abandoned. That's what makes this one safe and probably really easy. The guy coordinating this isn't coming with us. He never does. We met him earlier in another part of town. He stayed in his truck the entire time, engine running, door open. If you find something intact, he said, send me a picture. If you don't, whatever. Don't stick around, don't get caught. I'm not coming in after you. I don't care where you guys end up, and I don't care where you go. And if I never hear from you again, I'm not going to come looking. He mentioned 2 other properties like backups, like this was all interchangeable. Then he drove off before we even finished asking the questions. We don't bring our phones. That's just procedure. Phones are how things escalate. Phones are how parents get called. Phones are how a bad decision turns into something permanent. You don't need them anyway, and you don't want them if someone decides to make this official. We bike because it's quieter. No cars, no license plates, no rideshare records. We cut through streets where the sidewalks stop without warning and the streetlights skip every third pull. The hotel sits back from the arterial, fenced off, half hidden, behind unfinished offices with sun-bleached banners still tied to chain link. Before we go in, we stop and look around. It's quiet, not eerie, just empty. No cars, no lights. The road hums faintly in the distance, far enough away to feel unrelated. This should be an easy one. We slip through a gap in the fence and push the bikes behind the service corral where a padlock hangs open and rusted like it forgot what it was for. There's a roll-off container dumpster nearby with old drywall and insulation that's gone flat and gray. It hasn't moved in months. No one's been here in months. It's perfect. We lay the bikes down and cover them up. We take a second to remember exactly where they are. Inside, the hotel feels hollow. The air smells like dust and old water. Not rot, just neglect. The lobby's been stripped clean, carpet gone, front desk torn out down to the bolts. The elevator doors are stuck open on the ground floor. The car's sitting there like it gave up waiting. There's almost no graffiti. This isn't a place anyone comes to leave a mark or make a point. We move quietly, methodically. Flashlights angled down, even though the daylight streams in through a few windows. Everything valuable that was easy to reach is already gone. We quickly concur that the basement is our last chance to find anything of value. We look around and find it past a set of propped open doors with a faded sign still hanging crooked on the wall. Employees only, solo empleados, mechanical. The handrail on the stairs has also been removed entirely. All that's left are anchor points in the concrete, evenly spaced like teeth marks. Someone says, "This is probably it." Someone else says, "All right, last stop." The stairs down are narrow. After the first turn, the light disappears entirely. No windows, no glow from above, just our flashlights cutting shallow cones through the dark. At the bottom is a heavy fire door, thick and gray, held open by a wooden chair with one leg split and a rung missing. A placard on the door reads, "Pump Room, Compressor Access, Cuarto de Bombas." The chair looks older than we are. It's been doing this job a long time. One of us steps over it. A boot brushes the chair leg, scrapes softly across the concrete, but holds. We all move past. Beyond the fire door is a service corridor, barely 4 feet wide, like a cement cell. Concrete walls, pipes crowding the ceiling, disappearing into the walls at hard angles. There's a recessed bay where a pump used to be, bolts still embedded in the floor, dark outlines where something heavy once sat. Empty now. The space feels smaller than we expected. We search the small space, automatically, flashlights sweeping. At the far end of the corridor, maybe 15 feet away, is another door. It's the only way forward. It's steel, industrial, set into a metal frame anchored directly into concrete. Stenciled across it, flaking red paint. Electrical, electrico, peligro, danger. A chain runs across the door, threaded through welded eyelets. A thick padlock hangs at the center, intact, weathered, deliberate. We try it anyway. The door and the padlock don't move. The chain barely rattles. "They locked this," someone said. "There's nowhere else to go. End of the road, I guess," someone says. Just as we start to turn back, we hear a slow scrape and freeze. It's wood on cement. The thin sliver of light coming through the cracked fire door fades as the chair holding it open shifts and is pushed into the corridor. It happens faster than we can react. The fire door closes. Complete darkness. The sound it makes is padded and heavy. Final. A dull thud that doesn't echo. For a second, none of us moves. Then someone says, "Okay, let's go get this opened." We illuminate the door with flashlights. There's no handle. Up close, we can see where one used to be. A wide pull bar, probably. But all that's left are the anchor points, dozens of empty screw holes, the metal around them chewed up and sharp. Whatever bar was here is gone, taken for scrap. The door opens inward toward us, but there's nothing to grab. We push anyway, but nothing happens. The door doesn't flex. It doesn't respond. It's seated perfectly in the frame, sealed tight on all sides. We can't get fingers in, tools, anything. We can't wedge anything around it. It's heavy, designed to keep fire and smoke and heat in. We're no match for it. Someone goes back to the electrical door, tries the padlock again, harder this time, pulls on the chain until the links bite into his hands. It doesn't give. Someone stands and sweeps a flashlight along the pipes overhead, follows them to where they disappear into the walls, checks joints, gaps, anything. There's nothing large enough to fit through. Everything is sealed. Everything ends. He stands there a second longer than necessary and then sits back down without saying anything. Someone yells once. Sound hits the concrete and comes back flattened and wrong, like it doesn't know where to go. We talk all at once for a minute, half ideas, Starting points that don't lead anywhere, calling someone, then the immediate obvious realization that we didn't bring our phones. We notice a placard on the fire door as we examine it more closely. Pacific Fire Security, certified, extreme heat, 2 hours, ASTM rated. There's a serial number. The hinges are clean, overbuilt. They look like the only things in the hotel that were never meant to fail. We try the door again, all of us this time, shoulders, feet braced against the wall. Nothing moves. We sit down because standing makes it worse. Backs against the concrete, knees pulled in. The floor is cold and pulls heat out of us faster than we expect. Complete darkness. Dust sticks to our hands, to the sweat on our faces. We turn off one flashlight, then another. We agree to save the batteries. The dark presses in immediately, complete and heavy. Breathing gets loud. Time stops behaving normally. There's no light to mark it, no sound from above. Just us and the space that was holding us exactly the way it was meant to. That's when it settles in, slowly, the way bad information does when there's nowhere to put it. No one is scheduled to be here. No one is checking. No one is supposed to be in this place. Not us. Not any worker. No one from the city. No one from construction. For we don't know how long. The paperwork did exactly what it was supposed to do. Someone starts to say something about our parents and stops. They're cut off by somebody else talking quietly. No one knows we're here. In a melancholy tone, another says, "How are we going to?" and stops. Later, someone chimes in, the optimism in their voice quickly fleeting. "Surely someone will come, I'm sure." But they trail off. The hotel above us is quiet, and the way things are quiet when they've been removed from the future. We stop trying the doors. There isn't anything left to do but wait.